evening settles softly on the window, and shadows stretch across the quiet room. Another day has come and gone behind me, like a fading flower losing its bloom. I've carried worries farther than I should have, held burdens never meant for me alone. But here beneath the silence of this moment, I finally lay them down before your throne. You know the thoughts I never say aloud. You see the tears I try so hard to hide. And every time this weary soul grows restless, your gentle mercy meets me by my side. Before I sleep, hold my heart, Jesus. Wrap me in the comfort of your peace. Let every fear surrender to your presence. Let every anxious whisper finally cease. Before I sleep, stay near beside me. Be the song that carries me through night. And when the morning sunlight finds my window, let me awaken in your perfect light. There were moments when I stumbled through the darkness, searching for a road I could not see. Yet every step that seemed so lost and fragile was still being guided faithfully by thee. You never asked me to be strong forever. You never told me I must stand alone. Instead, you offered grace for every weakness, and made my trembling heart your home. Your love remains when circumstances change. Your promises are written in the stars. And even when tomorrow feels uncertain, I know exactly where your faithful arms are. Before I sleep, hold my heart, Jesus. Wrap me in the comfort of your peace. Let every fear surrender to your presence. Let every anxious whisper finally cease. Before I sleep, stay near beside me. Be the song that carries me through night. And when the morning sunlight finds my window, let me awaken in your perfect light. One day there'll be no sorrow left to carry. Hold my heart, Jesus. Let heaven's peace wash over every fear. For every breath becomes a quiet worship. When I remember you are always here. Before I sleep, stay near beside me. Be my shelter through the passing night. And when eternity unfolds before me, I'll forever walk within your light. Hold my heart, Jesus, through the night. Hold my heart, Jesus, until the morning light. I woke up tired before the day began. Like sleep could never fix what's in my soul. Every step felt heavier than yesterday. Like I was losing parts I used to hold. I tried to smile, but even that was shaking. I tried to pray, but words just fell apart. And in the middle of my quiet breaking, you found my heart. You didn't ask me to pretend I'm stronger. You didn't ask me to hide what I feel. You met me right inside my deepest weakness and made it real. When my heart was too tired to keep going, you became the strength I didn't have. You lifted every burden I was carrying and gave me all I lacked. When my heart was too tired to keep going, you held me closer than before. And in the middle of my exhaustion, you became my more. I thought that strength meant never falling over, that I had to be enough on my own. But you showed me strength is found in surrender. When I let you take control, and slowly all the pressure started fading. The weight I carried wasn't mine to bear, because the one who Till then I will keep resting in your promise that I will never walk alone. For the God who holds the broken and the weary will lead me home. When my heart was too tired to keep going, you became the strength I didn't have. And now I see your love was never leaving. It only carried me back. When my heart was too tired to keep going, you became my song, my peace, my light. And in your arms I found forever. I'll be alright. You became my strength when I was weak. You carried me when I couldn't speak. The morning came in whispers through curtains touched with gold. I carried all my questions and stories never told. The world was waking slowly, but my heart had raced all night. And in the gentle silence, you met me with your light. I did not hear a thunder, I did not see a sign, just peace that felt like sunlight resting over mine. When heaven sits beside me, the fear begins to fade. The mountains lose their shadows, the night gives up its weight. You do not rush my healing, you stay through every tear. And somehow in the quiet, I know that you are here. Thought that I was broken, too far to be restored. But mercy kept on finding the corners I ignored. You gathered every fragment, every dream I left behind, and planted little gardens inside this heart of mine. No valley lasts forever, no storm can always stay, because your faithful presence keeps leading me each day. When heaven sits beside me, the fear begins to fade. The mountains lose their shadows, the night gives up its weight. You do not rush my healing, you stay through every tear. And somehow in the quiet, is already in your control. When heaven sits beside me, I finally understand the greatest gift of comfort was never in a plan. It was your loving presence, so faithful, strong and near. And somehow in the quiet, I know that you are here. In the quiet, you are here. In the silence, you are near. The house was still, the world was sleeping, but my mind refused to close its eyes. I stared into the dark with heavy questions, searching for hope beneath the night. The silence felt much louder than the daytime. Every worry echoed through my soul. I tried to carry all tomorrow's burdens until the weight became too much to hold. And like a breeze through an open window, gentle as the falling rain, a voice of mercy found my weakness and softly called my name. In the middle of the night, Jesus whispered my name, and suddenly the darkness didn't feel the same. Every fear that held me captive started slowly drifting away. In the middle of the night, Jesus whispered my name, reminding me His love had never changed. And wrapped inside His faithful promise, I found the strength to rest again. No flashing signs, no mighty thunder, just peace arriving deep within, the kind that only heaven can deliver, the kind no earthly voice can give. And though the answers didn't come immediately, something greater settled in my heart, because His presence was enough assurance that He'd be with me through every part. The God who paints the stars above me, the God who calms the raging sea, was sitting in the quiet beside me, watching over me faithfully. In the middle of the night, Jesus whispered my name, and suddenly the drifting away. In the middle of the night, Jesus whispered my name, reminding me his love had never changed. And wrapped inside his faithful promise, I found the strength to rest again. One day there'll be no sleepless evenings, no anxious thoughts to overcome, only endless peace within his presence, forever safe inside his love. Until that day I'll keep remembering the countless times he made a way, and how his voice became my comfort when hope seemed far away. In the middle of the night, Jesus whispered my name, and every shadow lost its power to remain. For the Savior who walks beside me is the same forevermore. In the middle of the night, Jesus whispered my name, and my weary heart was never quite the same, because the God who holds creation still watches over me with love. Jesus whispered my name, and peace came near. Jesus whispered my name and stayed right here. There are moments I don't feel your presence, when silence feels heavier than prayer. I reach for you in fragile desperation, but only emptiness is there. Still I remember all the times you carried me, when I was certain I would fall apart. So even when my feelings fail to find you, I choose to trust my heart. Because your truth is not defined by what I feel. Your love is not dependent on my sight. You are the constant through my changing seasons, the steady anchor in the night. Even when I don't feel you, you are still here, closer than the breath inside my chest, holding every fragment of my weakness, giving weary souls their rest. Even when I don't feel you, you are still faithful. Your promises will never disappear. And even in the silence of my questions, you Your love is always near. There are days my prayers feel like they vanish, like they never reach beyond the room. But heaven is not moved by what I'm sensing. It's moved by what is true. And truth says you are always working gently, even when I cannot understand, writing grace into the pages of my sorrow, held safely in your hand. So I will not rely on shifting feelings. I will not trust the doubts I hear inside. I will trust the voice that spoke creation, the one who will not lie. Even when I don't feel you, you are still here, closer than the breath inside my chest, holding every fragment of my weakness, giving weary souls their rest. Even when I don't feel you, you are still faithful. Your promises will never disappear. And even in the silence of my questions, your love is always near. One day faith will turn into full seeing. Every hidden thing will be made clear, and I will understand through all my questioning that you were always here. Until that day, I'll walk by trusting promise, not by sight or shifting emotions tide. For the God who never leaves the broken-hearted is always by my side. Even when I don't feel you, you are still here, and that truth will carry me through night. For the Savior who is constant in the darkness will lead me into light. Even when I don't feel you, you are still faithful, and I will rest in what I know is true. That every step I take through unseen But in the middle of all this uncertainty, there is a voice that never fades away, whispering deeper than every fear inside me, telling my heart to stay. Not in what I see around me, not in what I feel inside, but in the one who never changes, I will abide. You are still my peace when everything feels unstable. You are still my hope when nothing else remains. And even when my emotions try to fail me, your love still stays the same. You are still my peace when everything feels unstable, a steady hand I can rely upon. And in the chaos of my changing seasons, you are my unshaken song. I used to search for calm and perfect timing, and answers that would take my doubts away. But now I find a deeper kind of stillness that doesn't need the world to change, because you are not shaken by my shaking. You are not moved by my unstable heart. You are the anchor holding every moment, even when I fall apart. So I will rest in what is certain, not what my feelings try to say, for you remain the same forever, night and day. You are still my peace when everything feels unstable. You are still my hope when nothing else remains. And even when my emotions try to fail me, your love still stays the same. You are still my peace when everything feels unstable, a steady hand I can rely upon. And in the chaos of my changing seasons, you are my unshaken song. One day every shaking will be over, every storm will finally cease, and I will stand in perfect stillness, surrounded by your peace. Until then I will keep trusting, even when I cannot see, that the God who holds all heaven is holding me. You are still my peace when everything feels unstable, and that truth will never fade away. For the one who calms the raging waters is with me every day. You are still my peace when everything feels unstable, and I will never walk alone, for the presence of my Savior has become my home. You are my peace, you are my rest, you are my everything. sun was sinking low beyond the hillside. Another chapter fading into gray. I carried every burden of the daylight and every disappointment from the day. There were moments when I smiled for everybody while hiding storms that no one else could see. Yet through the noise of all my weary striving, a quiet invitation came to me. Not from the world that always keeps demanding, not from the voices pulling me apart, but from the Savior standing in the silence with open arms and a patient heart. Jesus was waiting at the end of my longest day, when my strength was gone and my hope felt far away. He welcomed every burden I was carrying and gently took the weight I couldn't bear. Jesus was waiting at the end of my longest day, with mercy that had never once changed. And in His presence all my fears grew smaller, as His perfect peace filled every place. The stars appeared like promises above me, quiet reminders that you're still in control. The same God who watches every sparrow is faithfully watching over my soul. I didn't need a miracle that evening, or answers to the questions on my mind, because the comfort of your holy presence was greater than the things I hoped to find. You knew the battles no one else could measure. You saw the tears I never let them see, and through the darkness of another evening, your kindness became everything to me. day. I'll keep on trusting Jesus through every season, still unknown to me, because the one who waits beside my evening will be the one my eyes in heaven see. Jesus was waiting at the end of my longest day, just as faithful as He's always been, the same loving Savior who carried my yesterday will carry me tomorrow once again. Jesus was waiting at the end of my longest day, and now my heart has found a place to rest. For every road becomes a little brighter when it's placed within His hands. At the end of my longest day, Jesus was there. At the end of my longest day, Jesus still cares. Jesus still cares. I tried to walk with strength I didn't have, pretending I was fine when I was not, smiling through the weight of hidden battles, forgetting how exhausted I had got. The world kept asking more than I could offer, and I kept giving pieces of my soul, until I reached the end of my pretending, and finally lost control. That's where you found me, in my weakness, not in my strength or perfect faith, but in the place where I was broken. You called my name with grace. You carried me when I couldn't carry myself, when I had nothing left inside. You lifted every burden off my shoulders and stayed right by my side. You carried me when I couldn't carry myself, and taught my heart to finally rest in the arms of the one who never fails me, in the love that is my best. I thought I had to be enough for everyone, to prove my worth by everything I do, but your love was never based on my performance. It simply stayed untrue. showed me that my value is unchanging, not built on what my hands can achieve, but rooted in the mercy of a Savior who chose to believe in me. So every time I start to wander back into pressure, fear, and pride, you gently bring me to remember you are always by my side. You carried me when I couldn't carry myself, when I had nothing left inside. You lifted every burden off my shoulders and stayed right by my side. You carried me when I couldn't carry myself, and taught my heart to finally rest in the arms of the one who never fails me, in the love that is my best. One day I'll see the story clearly, every valley turn to praise, and I will understand your kindness in all my broken days. Until then I will keep trusting, even when I do not see that the God who carried me in darkness still carries me. You carried me when I couldn't carry myself, and that truth will never change. For the Savior who sustains the weary heart will always stay the same. You carried me when I couldn't carry myself, and now my soul is finally free, because the one who bore my weakness still carries me. You carried me all along. You carried me. Now I am strong. The evening sky was fading into shadows, and so was all the strength I thought I had. I had spent another day pretending courage, while carrying a heart that felt so sad. The road behind was scattered with exhaustion. The road ahead was hidden from my eyes, and somewhere between my fear and my surrender, I finally stopped trying to survive. I didn't bring a song of celebration. I didn't bring a faith that felt strong. I only brought my broken hallelujah, and somehow that was enough all along. When I had nothing left to give, God stayed. When my prayers were barely more than tears, when my hope was hanging by a thread of mercy, His faithful love drew near. When I had nothing left to give, God stayed, holding every shattered piece of me. And in the middle of my deepest weakness, His grace became my strength to breathe. I thought that heaven only welcomed victors, those who always knew the words to say. But Jesus met me in my worn out silence, and loved me exactly where I lay. He never asked me for perfection. He never measured all the things I'd done. He simply opened wide His arms of mercy and reminded me that I was still His own. The God who fills the oceans with their waters, the God who paints the stars above the sea, still takes the time to sit beside